friends, Charlie here yet again. Yes, Skunky is still gone. She'll be back in a few episodes though, promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Today we're making one of my favorite drinks, the Bloody Mary. Some would call it a classic, some would say no it's not. A lot of people say it's for a hangover cure. Not having ever had a hangover in my life, I couldn't tell you. All I know is it's delicious. When you're looking for something that's good and savory, not sweet, it's good for breakfast, it's good with lunch, it's good after dinner, it's good when you're just wanting a snack because it does fill you up. Simple to make too. And yes, my version is a little different, but I'm going to explain as I go. We start 1 ounce of good vodka. Then we add a couple of dashes of Worcestershire sauce. And then we move on to 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice and just a couple of pinches, not exact measurement here, a couple of pinches of celery powder. Now I know you're going to be asking, where do I get celery powder? Isn't it supposed to be celery salt? There's a trick to this, friends. This has a lot of salt in it. You don't need that much salt in your diet. I've got a pacemaker, so I certainly don't. If you want to cut back on your salt, don't use celery salt, use celery powder. Now where do you get celery powder? You buy a little jar of celery flake and pound the hell out of it. Just take a spoon and just grind, grind, grind. You will get celery powder. It's just as good and it's lower in sodium. On top of all that, you add 3 ounces of tomato juice. Now at this point, some people are going to say, what about the Tabasco? I have Tabasco. I personally don't like it that spicy. This has quite a bit of spice as well as salt to it itself. The Worcestershire sauce. If you want Tabasco, a couple of dashes should be added now. If you don't like Tabasco, leave it out. That's what I'm doing. If you want it really spicy, and no, this is not a product placement, nor is it a paid sponsorship, the UV Sriracha works lovely in it if you're looking for a spicy version of the Bloody Mary. I love this stuff. And I love UV in general if you've been listening to the show. However, today I'm making my Bloody Mary not very spicy because I'm not in a spice mood. All of that goes into the shaker. That's 1 ounce of vodka, 3 ounces of tomato juice. You can use vegetable juice if you want. It works quite well. It gives a nice flavor. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. A couple of good-sized pinches of celery powder, not celery salt. A couple of healthy dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Cap your shaker. Lightly shake. And strain into a glass over ice. Some will say double strain. I really don't see the point. After all, the celery flake that you put in there, the celery powder, once you ground the celery flake up, is perfectly fine, water soluble, and it still imparts a lot of flavor. And if you ground it fine enough, you won't have any floaty bits in there. A beautiful Bloody Mary. On average, I have about 1 or 2 of these a day. They're quick, they're easy, they're very tasty, and they're filling too. If you're running late and you don't really have time for a meal, or you don't feel like eating a whole meal, make a Bloody Mary. It's got all kinds of good things in there for you. Well, friends, that's it. Like I said, you can spice it up if you want to. You don't have to. Use celery powder instead of celery salt. That'll cut down your sodium, which is healthy. Keep that in mind. This is a healthy drink. Anyway, friends, aside from that, that's it for this time. Be sure to catch the next video when it comes out. Our videos release every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube and on iFood TV. Be sure to check for us on there as well. And we will see you again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on KJSR.net. Either way, friends, until next time, enjoy what you drink and drink what you enjoy. And if you drink this, it's actually healthy. Goodbye.